There's one question that decides whether you end up owning a real asset or just buying yourself a job. Almost nobody asks it before they sign. The franchise salesperson definitely won't. I owned 3 franchises in 3 industries and sold them successfully. And the answer to that question is the whole reason I do it again tomorrow. Let me walk you to it, because it changes how you see everything about franchising. Let me start with the part most people are unsure about. When you buy a franchise, what do you actually get? Most people picture buying a slice of a big company or buying a job with a brand stuck on it. Neither is right. You own the business. The cash flow, the equity, the asset, all yours. What you're buying access to is the system. A proven playbook, a brand people already trust, training, support, and the buying power of a whole network. Here's the cleanest way I can say it. You own the business, you license the system, and that license means someone already made the expensive mistakes for you. You start on third base instead of swinging from home. Now, the number everyone fixates on, the royalty. It's a percentage of your sales, usually around 5 to 7% every month, good times and bad. People hear that and immediately think they're being nickeled to death. So ask a better question. What is that number actually buying? It's buying the system that keeps working for you. The updates, the support team, the brand getting stronger in markets you'll never visit. It is not rent. You own everything it produces. It is not a tax. It's what makes sure you're never alone with the hard parts. And flip it around. A franchise that charges nothing ongoing should worry you more because a company that gets nothing from your success has no reason to help you find it. The royalty is what keeps them rowing in your direction. Then there's the part that feels like the catch, the control. The franchisor sets your look, your offerings, your hours, your territory. Read it cold, and it feels like the business isn't really yours. But ask the question underneath it. Why does a stranger trust your sign the day you open, before you've earned the thing? Because of those exact standards. They've never met you, but they know the name, and the name is worth something only because every owner is held to the same line. That instant trust is the hardest thing in the world to build alone, and the standards hand it to you. They're not the catch, they're the asset. So we've covered what you own, what the royalty buys, and why the rules are working for you. But I still haven't told you the question, the one that decides whether you built an asset or just a job. Here it is. When you're done, who's going to want to buy this from you? That's it. That's the question almost nobody asks before they start, and it's the one that decides everything. Because if you build a one-of-a-kind business, the honest answer is not many people, and not for much. The value lives in you, your relationships, your know-how. The day you leave, it leaves with you, and buyers know it, so they pay less. A franchise flips that answer. It runs on a system, not on you, so the next owner can see exactly what they're buying. A known brand and a proven playbook. Predictable sells for more than mysterious. That's why a franchise resells more easily and at a stronger price. I'd answered that question 3 times in my life, and 3 times somebody wanted what I built and paid me to take it. That's not luck. That's the structure doing what it's built to do. So here's the honest trade, all of it on the table. You give up some freedom, and you give up some of the upside to that royalty. In return, you get a much shorter, much clearer path to owning something real. A higher survival rate than a startup, and an asset you can actually sell. That's a great trade for a lot of people. It's a bad one for some, and I'll be the first to say so. And one myth I won't let you carry out of here. This is not passive income. There's no autopilot. Even with a manager running the floor, you own the responsibility right alongside the reward. It's a head start, not a free ride. The path is de-risked, it is never risk-free. Which is why the question that comes before all of this isn't about brands at all. It's about you and the kind of owner you actually are. So before I ever bring up a single brand with anyone, I point them to a free assessment. 20 minutes, and you get a 6-page report on how you're wired to run a business, worth taking whether you ever buy a franchise or not. The link's in the description. And next week, I'm opening the one document that answers almost every question before you sign. It's called the FDD, and most people skim right past the parts that matter most. I'll show you exactly where to look. See you in the next one.